So
all right, let's jump right into it, Mikey. We got a new game to play on the show. Fill in the blank.
Yeah. I like to take games, change the names, and call it my own. So instead of fill in the blank, this is guess their stat. Where essentially
all right, but
we're going to guess their stat, and this is about the Browns' offensive
Now, there are
numbers.
no right or wrong answers,
Steve
right?
just texted WTF. He's catching shrapnel for me unfairly. Sorry, Steve. I apologize to you. Mike was the one being uptight about it.
Now, in the chat, what we need you to do is we need you to play along. When we put what we think, we need you guys to put what you think, and we'll see if we're in lockstep.
That's right.
I don't know what the question is, but
maybe Mike will stop being uptight.
That's my answer. I don't know what it is.
Okay, well, Tyvis, this one, you're going to love this one then. So here's how it's going to work. I'm going to give you a statement. You guys fill in the blank, guess the stats. Some have one, some have
By
two
the way,
blanks.
I got to interrupt you for a second. There's something bizarre happening. Okay, put Mike back on camera, please, Steve. All right. So on TV,
why is he grinning like that?
Correct me if I'm wrong. On the TV, at least the camera we're seeing, Mike's shirt looks blue, right?
Yeah.
Now look at him behind the glass. It looks green.
It's like
It's light blue.
It's
it's
teal.
like turquoise.
It's like teal.
It looks like a totally different color shirt.
Yeah.
That's weird. I've never noticed
Or
that.
Bull is colorblind. Either way.
Or maybe. No, I'm not colorblind.
I'm laughing at the grin. Why
Anyway,
was
go
he
ahead.
grinning
Let's
like
put
that?
fill in the blank. I
I'm
just
just
wanted
laughing
to
'cause-
stall for more time to get you a little more anxious about not
as soon
talking.
as I
That's
start
it.
explaining
That's
the
it.
rules, Bull has
Good.
to
Yeah.
cut in. But we love Bull. It's okay. All right, so like I said, fill in the blank. We've all done this.
Yeah.
It is what it is. Some have one, some have two, but there's 10 questions. So we're going to run through 10 of these.
All
The
right.
first one, Deshaun Watson will throw 4 blank touchdown passes
Oh, yeah.
in 2023.
Absolutely. Nah. 1,000, baby.
2023.
Okay.
And you guys can turn around and reveal your answers when you're ready. There's no right or wrong. So, Bull, you went first. You said 29. Why is 29 the
That's
correct answer?
funny.
Exact same number for
It's
me and
funny.
Because I think he's going to be significantly better this year. But I can't go over the top because I
I'm
still
not-
think
no, I'm
early
not
in the
doing
season
that.
there'll be some growing pains.
I'm not doing that, boo.
29's a lot.
I'm
though.
not doing
It's
that.
not a lot of growing pains, but
G. Bush says 38.
38.
G. Why 38?
You 38 and you still rapping. No, 38 is, he should be at 40. He should be at 40. See, listen, I'm leading the charge of this. We need expectations for Deshaun Watson. The training wheels are off. Hey, Deshaun, it's okay to tell these dudes on the internet, kick rocks. I can throw 38 touchdowns in my sleep. This is actually light. This light. I'm taking into consideration.
That's almost 3 touchdowns per game.
That's light.
That would have been second in the NFL last year.
At one point in time, Deshaun Watson was right up underneath Patrick Mahomes, right up underneath his boy.
He had him beat, too, and he let him have the greatest
You had him beat an Arrowhead.
the
You let him
greatest
come
comeback.
back. So listen, I could get 38 from you.
No,
that's what I'm looking.
It was the best comeback until last year
Right.
with the Jags against the Chargers.
That is right.
Yeah, dang.
38.
All right.
What you think, chat?
Tyvis
38.
went 31.
So in the chat, I'm just going to read these quick. 38, 31, 40, 40, 28, 40, 36, 36, 38, 40, 28, 38, 42,
Woo!
32, 34, 35, and Willie says a
42.
Let's go with the 40s.
40
The 40s. I love the 40s. I love them 40s, bro.
31
You know
is
how hard it is
31
to throw 40
touchdowns to be what he
touchdowns in a
throws.
Hey, listen, I
Book it.
saw what's the name do it. I saw Herbert do it. Then he throw how many Herbert throw for?
Last year?
Last
Yeah.
year.
35.
31 touchdowns, 4 picks on the season.
Come on, he can do 35.
They don't have Nick Chubb.
Oh, wait, I lied. Justin Herbert threw 25 last year.
Yeah.
Okay. What about the year before that?
Justin Herbert, career
Only
stats,
25 touchdowns.
loading. He threw in 2021 38.
There we go.
Wait, are we doing just throwing touchdowns?
Yeah,
Yes.
that was passing touchdowns.
Yeah, I was just
last
doing
year.
throwing.
38
Because I
is
think he'll
light.
probably have like 30,
Oh, if that's
40.
the case,
I
then
think
I'm gonna say 27 in the air, 4 on the ground.
Hey, listen,
oh, you're even lower than I'm saying 29 in the air, 5 on the ground.
I'm
I hope so.
I'm so sure about this. I'm about to go buy me a set of bow and arrows. I'm gonna bring the bow and arrows every single game for Deshaun Watson, and every time he throw a touchdown,
You gonna let one fly?
get one of my arrows.
You'll be the
You know,
Cleveland
did you
Hawkeye.
know that you can't do that as a celebration or you get flagged?
He got it. He got the money.
Yeah, that's true.
He's right.
All right, number 2.
All right, question number 2
That is
still
not the point.
relates to one Deshaun Watson. How many yards will he throw
Okay.
for? in 2023?
Let me get this MVP yards out here. MVP type yards. Come on now. Hold on.
What do you got? Come on. 10,000 yards for Tyvis.
No, let me be real.
Go ahead. What do you got, G?
4,625 yards for G.
That's actually more reasonable than I thought he'd be.
Come on.
Wow. Tyvis, 37.68.
That's Baker numbers.
G's going to have a coronary if
That's
that
Baker
happens.
numbers. We can't win with that.
We do have an exceptional running back too.
We can't win
Yes.
with that.
Kevin runs a balance.
Is my number closer to G or closer to Tyvis?
G.
You're closer to G for sure.
You are correct. 43.69.
Bull, tell him we can't win. If it's
What?
Kevin Stefanski in the unemployment mind with that. He saw this.
He running a balanced attack. I'm telling you.
He watches the show. He saw that number. He's like,
he said that's Baker's number.
I lost my eraser. Oh, there it is.
37, man.
Man,
All right.
that's Baker.
37 get you.
The chat, by the way, I'll just read off a few of these
Yeah.
as we go through each question. 47, 42, 52, 39, 4,362,
Who led the league
4,994,
He
3,800,
thrown for
3,215.
5,200 yards. Don't be
Joshua Heisler, 5,268 yards.
What did Jalen Hurts throw for last season?
Last season, Jalen Hurts threw for 3,700 yards.
Oh yeah, that's about right.
Oh, Mahomes threw for more.
Mahomes threw for 5,250.
Y'all.
He threw for more yards than Mahomes did last year. Come on now. That's crazy.
5,200.
I give him 4,000 to be exact, but y'all 37, 38 is about where he gonna be.
You said that like you was telling your kids, I'm gonna let you step 10 more minutes max.
30. If
right to bed.
Jalen Hurts threw for 3,700 yards.
Yeah, but
That's Jalen Hurts.
What do you mean?
He's a running
Deshaun
back.
Watson is a. If we get to Houston, Deshaun Watson, he's way better than Jalen Hurts.
I hear what you're
as a
saying.
passer.
I hear what you're saying.
Yeah.
But you forget.
Jalen Hurts runs the
you
ball a lot.
forgetting about that dude that's behind him.
I hear you, but the Eagles were a run-first team.
Oh, guess what? No, listen.
What do you think we are?
I don't think we're going to be run-first.
You're right. We're going to pass.
My touchdowns for Deshaun Watson were lower because I think Nick Chubb's going to have a lot of rushing touchdowns.
In the second
I think
half.
in the goal line. They're gonna, right. And
I think the Browns. Oh, my fault. The Browns want to come out slinging the ball around and then let Nick Chubb bleed out the second
yeah,
half.
right, exactly. And that's why I got the yards a little lower and the touchdowns a little lower, but I think you're too low.
Well, listen.
We'll see.
Let's get to Nick Chubb then. Let's get to Nicholas Chubb.
Let's go.
then.
Well, you mentioned
Nicholas
Nick Chubb.
Jamal.
Nick Chubb is the next player on the list.
Yeah.
Nick Chubb will rush for
Easy money.
how many yards in 2023?
What did he have last year? 15?
Nick Chubb ran for 1,500 yards last season.
He dedicating this season to Jim Brown, right?
Fact. Tyvis says 1,609 yards for one Nicholas Chubb. G? 1,401. That is 600 fewer yards than he predicted on Monday.
G and I are close again. I got 1,483.
So I want to ask G first. G, you gave me 2,000 yards for Chubb on Monday.
No.
It is Wednesday. You're saying 1,400 now.
No. See
that?
what
You see
what
that?
you did right there? What you
Caught
did right there?
him.
No, you didn't catch me. I said he's going to be on pace for 2,000 yards through week 12 and 13 of the season. I didn't say he was going to get them, but he will be on pace because the first few games, what's going to happen is this. See, Nick Chubb will have less carries, but guess what? He's going to have light boxes. You
Right.
can't put.
He may average 6 yards a carry this year.
Yeah, you can't put. Listen, Greg Newsome came on the show and talked about how his life was a living hell being in the run fit. Can you imagine?
That's not what he said.
Can you be listen? Corners on one, no smoke.
That's true.
Can you imagine going four wide receivers, and now you got 2 extra corners on the field, and now you got 1 little wheel linebacker.
So why not? So why is he gonna do less than he did last year?
Because we going up top. We're going to be scoring big plays.
What did we do last? You know how many people came on? You know how many weeks you came on this show and said he needed the ball more? So what are you talking about?
There's going to be a lot of 1-2 play scores.
No, gee.
1-2 play, boom.
That makes no sense. We came on this show and harped about him needing the ball more last year. He got 1,500 yards.
Yeah.
If the box is going to be
basically with the same yardage as last year, a little less.
Why?
Because I think he'll probably average 2 less carries per game.
Because you think they're just going to be just airing it out.
I think they'll throw the ball more. You know what, though? I'm kind of reassessing because I do agree with you.
Thank you.
I think they're going to be up in games late and they'll run a lot.
Thank you.
So I'm changing mine.
Okay. Yeah. Come to the dark side.
Don't anyone ever say that you can't convince Bull of something.
That's right. I was thought $15.99.
Yes.
So,
$15.99.
Yeah.
So in a way, if I was doing my reverse pickpocket move and I did say 2,000, you see how they moving towards the 2,000? They kind of agree with
Look at you. You can switch. It ain't too late.
Now 1401 is all they're going to get.
Okay.
That's all
I'll read a couple chats. 1715, 1713, 1372, 1450.
Yeah.
I bet these 1,700 guys
1717,
also picked the Deshaun Watson for 5,200.
These 1,700s is crazy.
2005, 1800, damn near might crack 2K.
Is AP the last one to get 2,000 yards?
Derrick Henry.
Derrick Henry had 2,000?
Henry
Yeah,
did,
he
yeah.
sure
Henry
did, didn't he? Mm.
All right, next up. This is total touchdowns, not just rushing, but total touchdowns for Nick Chubb. How many this season?
Ain't no Kareem Hunt.
That's exactly what I thought.
Ain't no Kareem Hunt. Ain't he going to be in on shotgun plays? Man, let's go.
Wow. Oh.
Bull says 15.
I got
Tyvis
him with
says
11 rushing and 4 receiving.
And G, I'm excited to see what number you whip up here. 17.
So he gonna be your pick in fantasy then, huh?
17 touchdowns. All goal line game. By the way, the heavy package is coming in. You do know that Hudson and DeJuan Jones will be in on the goal line, right?
They better be.
Especially DeJuan Jones.
Especially DeJuan Jones.
How many rushing touchdowns you got him for?
14.
So that means you got, what, 52 touchdowns between Chubb rushing and Watson passing only.
Yeah.
That's a lot.
They're supposed to be the best at their positions. Top 5 for Deshaun Watson, best running back.
That's over 3 touchdowns per game on average. That'd be pretty. They're going to win a lot of games.
Hopefully they listen. This is the expectation level. If they don't get these, they're out of here.
Yeah.
I
don't know if they got to reach your levels, but they got to come close.
Yeah. Listen, they set them up. They played the Bengals the first week. The Bengals, if Jamar Chase and Joe Burrow got 3 touchdowns, would that surprise you?
No.
They better get ready.
You got to keep going.
Y'all better get ready to play.
All right.
All right, the chat, by the way, we got 11, 15, 14, 27, 15, 15, 20, 18, 16, 15, 18, 15, 22, 29, 16, 14, 13.
Whoever in the 20s, y'all better make sure if y'all play fantasy, y'all better take him first round.
First overall.
First pick.
Forget first round. First
29
overall.
touchdowns.
McNuggets,
You winning it with flying colors.
LaDainian Tomlinson has the record. How many did he have? Touchdowns?
Not 29.
I think it's like 25.
I think it was 29. Hold on.
What?
29?
Yeah, it's
LaDainian Tomlinson had
almost
29
30.
touchdowns?
Almost
Really?
30.
Why didn't he
At
get
least 25.
He should have got 30.
At least.
Marshall Faulk should have had a record.
He had 31 in 2016.
Wow.
31
That's crazy.
touchdowns. Yeah.
So he had 28 rush,
that was
3 receiving in 2006. In 2005, Sean Alexander rushed for 27, caught 1 for 28. And then there's a couple guys with 27. Priest Holmes ran for 27, didn't catch a single one.
Nobody rushes, but they don't run like that
That's
anymore.
crazy. 31.
Down on the goal line, they do.
Nuts.
That is crazy.
Yeah, but running
The most realistic, non-modern running back stat line put up by an older running back, Marshall Faulk in 2000. Ran for 18, caught 8 for 26.
All right, but in the last 5-6 years, what's the most touchdowns for a running back? It can't be
in
more.
In 2018, Gurley had 21.
Yeah, I mean, Has any?
That's a lot.
That's
Kamara
definitely a lot.
Kamara had 21 in 2020.
Yeah, nobody's
But
getting
it-
20.
it's-
We're never going to
And
see a player
Austin
with
Eckler
29
had
touchdowns.
20 in 2 of the last 3 seasons.
There will never
Who?
be a player with 29
I'm
touchdowns.
taking him.
Who had
Austin Eckler.
Oh, I'm taking
Oh,
him first
Eckler had
pick.
20 in the last 2 seasons?
First
2 of the
pick.
last 3.
That's crazy.
Yeah, 20's the number.
20.
Because in those days, even
31.
even in those days with LT, like running backs got the ball a lot more.
Did they have fantasy
That's
back
crazy.
in those
Yeah,
days?
Of course. I
Yeah,
played
that was the
fantasy
first year I
football
played.
in the early 2000s.
Did you have LT?
I did. Yeah.
Woo.
I've been playing fantasy football since I
Wee.
think 2000.
He was the number 1 pick
2001.
going in. It was like, that's just who you took, and then he was even better than expected. So.
I've been playing fantasy baseball since 1991.
I've been playing fantasy football for 2 years.
2 years.
Let me find out that your name is Sabermetrics. You might be Tom Sabermetrics.
Tom Sabermetrics.
All right, next
That'd
question.
Be a good fantasy name.
I'm
Right?
sure it's Amari Cooper.
Next up is Amari Cooper. This is
Yeah.
a double fill in the blank. Amari Cooper will have blank receiving yards and blank touchdowns in 2022. That is total touchdowns and just receiving yards. So
What
give
do
me
you
two
have last year?
numbers.
1,200 and
I believe 8 last year and just under 1,200. I will confirm, but I believe 8 touchdowns was the number. It was 9 touchdowns, excuse me.
okay.
Tyvis says 1,164 yards and 7 touchdowns. So essentially a duplicate season of 2022 for Amari Cooper.
Yeah, I'm right there with Tyvis. I got 12-12 with 8 touchdowns.
12-12 skipping on him.
So essentially another duplicate.
Yeah. G's in the same neck of the woods, too. We're all pretty close.
And G has 1,102 yards and 8 touchdowns. So right around,
We're all within
right
like
around what
100
he had.
yards and 1 touchdown. So that's
Now here's the thing. This is I'm trying to get Donovan Peoples-Jones involved. Now, Donovan,
well, you're not getting DeAndre Hopkins, it looks like. So
I need you to have 1,000 or this is a wash season. We saved you. We stopped the DeAndre Hopkins noise because everybody wanted you. I need at least 1,000 from you, DPJ.
If this next question is DPJ, I got my answer.
It is not DPJ, but before we do it, I got some chat answers. We got 1,100 yards, 10 touchdowns, 900 yards, 8 touchdowns, 1,512 touchdowns, 1,500, 8 touchdowns, 1,845 yards, 12 touchdowns.
Wait a minute. To be fair, Amari Cooper really liked that. He was on pace. If he didn't get hurt,
1,500?
listen,
You're right, 1,500
I ain't talking about
yards.
1,500. That's absurd. I'm not talking about 1,500 yards. I'm talking about he could get like 13, 5.
If he got 14, he's ecstatic.
Yeah.
And by the way, if he eclipses anything over 1,300 yards,
Huge.
the Browns might need to keep him next year. I'm going to keep it real with you.
yeah, I mean,
we
1,500
got one more.
not realistic, but whatever.
I appreciate the specificity of some of these answers, so I'll give you Joshua Heisler's answer. He says exactly 1,274 yards, 15 touchdowns. So
15?
That's a lot of touchdowns. That's a lot.
Boy.
These guys are crazy.
How many have
15 touchdowns.
15?
What?
Boy, some of y'all get
Who's the last
delusional
receiver to
now.
have 15 touchdowns?
Braylon
for the
Edwards for the
Browns,
Cleveland
Braylon
Browns.
Edwards.
And who's the last
He has
receiver
17.
period in the NFL? Nobody did last year, right?
No, I believe someone did last year.
Travis
really?
Kelsey.
Randy Moss had 21, didn't he?
Yeah, Randy Moss.
But
Give
that's,
me one sec.
that's
I have so many
Randy
tabs
Moss.
open to go back to each individual stat.
You
It
could-
takes me
you
one
said
second.
Amari Cooper.
People are being silly.
You said
with
Amari
their
Cooper is
predictions.
Randy Moss?
Hey, Randy Moss.
Devontae had 14 last year, so.
You said Amari Cooper's Devontae Adams?
So, are there really people out there that think Amari Cooper's going to lead
And
the
Cooper
NFL
Kupp
in
had
receiving
16 the year
touchdowns?
before,
He's
so
he's
it's been 2
trolling.
seasons.
He ain't getting 15
He's
touchdowns.
trolling
Come on
us.
now, let's be
He gotta
realistic.
be trolling.
At
Hey,
15.
your fans, that's all right.
And the year before that, Devontae had 18, Tyreek had 15. So
David
it's not
Njoku,
that uncommon.
6
I mean, it's uncommon, but it's not
Listen,
impossible. Yeah.
we all like Amari Cooper.
Yeah.
He ain't Devontae Adams and Tyreek Hill.
No.
Sorry. He's not in that class of receiver. He's in the next class.
His route running ability is.
He's a very good player. He ain't elite.
Hey, if he get, hey,
If he pull up them stats, we need to pay him. I'm sorry.
Yeah, well,
Deshaun
yeah,
got to
like,
get some money back or something.
got
I'm
pay
waiting
him.
for somebody to say 2,300 yards and 24 touchdowns. Go ahead, Mike.
All right, next one. I can't wait to see what the chat comes up for this.
David Njoku.
Elijah Moore will have
here we go.
blank
Here we
receiving
go.
yards
Here we
and
go.
blank touchdowns. That is total touchdowns, not just receiving.
Here's what- watch
Total
this.
touchdowns in 2023.
Watch
Martin
this.
Luigi, what do you got?
watch this.
What's
Watch
wrong
this.
with here? Mario Luigi.
Watch this. Watch this. Crazy.
What I say, Coop? Go ahead.
You said 1,100, high 1100s.
And Tyvis with the first.
Wow,
answer
Tyvis and I had
locked
almost the
in.
exact same number.
You
of
guys
yards.
are pretty locked in. About just over 1,000 yards, 1,006
Look at this.
touchdowns.
boy, you
Little
are
over
close.
1,007 touchdowns. If you guys are right, that would give the Browns 2 1,000-yard receivers.
I think he just gets over.
Oh, that's crazy. We in
I like
sync
Elijah
today.
more.
No, he's the way I seen him on
I
that
like him
last
more
Tuesday.
than DPJ.
The way I seen him last
G
Tuesday, he
has
gonna score.
just over 1,009 touchdowns.
Wow, we're all in the same vein there. I'm much higher on Elijah Moore than DPJ.
Book it. So
No, the way they utilized him on Tuesday, he gonna score a lot.
Now look, see where we're working our way up to. We right now at a 5. We're working our way to a 7.
I'm just trying to make sure I stay at my 37. How many touchdowns I say?
So we got it.
37?
You said
We got
27 touchdowns.
we got a
for-
1,000-yard back. We got 2,000-yard receivers. Can we get another 1,000-yard receiver?
I would love to. I can't wait.
No.
And DPJ. We'll see.
We will see. I would love to see what you say.
We'll see.
So this is
How's
what
the knees today?
Their knees feeling good today.
Okay.
This is what the chat said, and I was really curious because I think this is the one with the highest variance. I wouldn't be shocked if people went high, low. Michael Shupskin in the chat says it's the hardest to predict for sure. I agree. And as I read these through, for the first time, we have some variance. I'll start with the highs, and I'll just read them as we go. But 1,209 touchdowns, 907 touchdowns, 756, 604 touchdowns, 805, 607, 1,109, 1,325, 10 touchdowns.
He's such a wild card though.
He ain't getting 1,300 yards.
They listen, boy, they really like him.
If these numbers hit,
Kevin loves him.
if these numbers hit, you would have to give Amari Cooper his deal.
No.
And you would have to sign Elijah
To be honest,
Moore.
to be honest with you, they want him to have them
By
type
the way,
of
we're going to
numbers.
be wrong because not all these players are going to be as good as
No,
we're going to say.
but they want him to have that type of season. If he has that type of season, then Cooper and DPJ can walk.
What you
We good.
mean?
Yeah, right.
I need both of them.
No, they'll be like,
DPJ
we good.
certainly, yes.
We good.
Oh, yeah.
We ain't gotta pay him. We
Go
good.
ahead, Mikey. What's up next?
Next up is the aforementioned Donovan Peoples-Jones. Once again, a dual answer. DPJ will have how many receiving yards and how many touchdowns this season.
How many did he have last year?
Last season, DPJ had just over 800 yards and 3 touchdowns. 839 to be exact.
Hold on, wait a minute.
Bull says 719 and 3. Tyvis goes with a little more. I believe that's 872. And Tyvis turns from me. 876 and 4 touchdowns. And G's cooking something up in the lab. He is the Duke of Knee Jerk and the king of bubble letters in Guess That Stat Game. And he goes with 916 and 4 touchdowns. So consensus, Moore will be more of the touchdown threat. DPJ may be similar yardage-wise to last season.
He gets hawked a lot. He gets hawked.
hawked.
He gets hawked. The Hawkonomics.com.
He ran a 4.4.
Hey, listen, they got him on all
I'm
under.
trying to keep track of how many
underneath
touchdowns
routes.
I got after I said Watson would throw 29.
Look, hey,
I think I'm at, let's see, 8, 16, 23. So I only got 6 more touchdowns.
Donovan
You really trying to stay with
Trying.
It's not gonna happen.
DPJ
No.
stay get his ankles clapped.
I gave
got
too-
him from behind.
I probably gave too many touchdowns between Cooper
So
and
now
and Moore.
the Joku gonna have 6, is what you say.
No, because some other slap.
All right, so hold on. So let's do the deductive reasoning and see if we were. So can somebody go back and say, I had Deshaun Watson with how many yards? Can we
We're not doing all that math right now.
Okay, in my head, 4,000.
You had
We'll
like
have to figure
48.
it out later.
Yeah, we'll figure it out
Go
later.
ahead, Mike. What do we
we'll
got?
add these up.
Joku next, or we got?
We do have Njoku, but first we have some chats. We have DPJ for 1,007, 905, 230, 0, 611, 2 touchdowns, 808, 1,021 yards, 6 touchdowns, 956 yards, 6 touchdowns, 807.
I got 8 touchdowns to go.
Yep.
I'm all
Now
right.
listen, we don't have every receiver here. We got a couple different ones.
That's
but
true.
we do
You
have.
know there's going to be like the backup tight end's going to get one.
Nope. This is the last.
Marquise Goodwin.
You know,
Goodwin is not on here. I did not
what's
put
his
him
name?
on here.
The kid
Njoku.
running back he'll get a 1
Oh,
or 2.
Jerome.
We have
Ford.
3 more,
Yeah.
and only 1 has to do with receiving yards.
Okay,
so
go ahead.
let's take it. David Njoku. Couldn't do this without the starting tight end, PFF's number 10 tight end in the league. He will have how many receiving yards And how many receiving touchdowns this season? Bull says 799 yards and 4 touchdowns. Him and Tyvis, they're on the exact same wavelength today. Tyvis 760 and 5. Big red zone threat. And G. Bush, I'm going to guess G. Bush has him at 8 touchdowns. I'm going to guess G. Bush. I can't see. Bull and Tyvis can attest.
He over there doing a whole different.
Changing?
He got a whole different thing going on.
That's too much math for me to read. I'm too far away.
So DPJ got 916, Moore had 1,069, Coop got 1,132. If I had Deshaun Watson in the upper 4,000, that deduces my math. That puts me at 788 for David Njoku, giving me 3,975 yards for one Deshaun Watson, with a couple extra dimes here or there to sprinkle around to bums that may get open at part of the season.
So what about when he throws the deep, when he does his thing where he eludes the sack and chucks it deep to Marquise Goodwin like he's Will Fuller?
Well, that's
he's
3.
saying he's got an extra 600
so I got an extra 6,000. Let me put him down for 335 for Tyvis.
God with 335.
335. Boom.
The kid they drafted, whose name I can't think of.
Cedric
Tillman.
So I
He'll have a
got
couple
big
hundred
red
yards.
zone threat.
So now I gave him 335. Let's go ahead and get to that 4,310 for Deshaun Watson. Y'all see it right there.
Tight end, they brought in free agent,
Now
get 100 yards.
100 yards there.
Harrison Bryant,
Harrison Brown, 86 yards.
87 yards.
And Schwartz will be on the street, but never mind. David Bell will get a couple of those yards. As you can see, the integrity, the sheet of integrity is looking good.
I think, man, I can't think of anybody's name today. What's his name? The backup quarterback they had last year.
Dobbs.
Last year, Kellen
Dobbs.
Mond,
I think
Josh
Dobbs will have 3 yards receiving on a trick play.
No, I think they'll be both lined up in the backfield.
Yep.
And they'll give them
DTR going to get some shine.
One time he'll throw
Can
him
you
a
see the
short pass.
3 quarterback set? 3 mobile quarterbacks.
There you go.
Watson,
I
Dobbs,
mean,
DTR.
It took us about 8 games to see 2 running backs on the field at the same time, so I highly doubt it.
3 mobile quarterbacks, and their package is called the Civil Rights Movement. Civil Rights Movement.
That's good, though.
That was fine. That was crazy.
That was good. Hey, the chat has a wide range of Njoku from 1,140 yards, 8 touchdowns, 805, 768, 798, 735, 9 touchdowns. Someone agreed with Bull, 499, 4 touchdowns.
No, I didn't say 499.
What'd you say?
I said 799.
Oh, 7. Well, someone said 499 and 4 touchdowns.
That's
So,
crazy.
all right, we have 2 left.
Yeah.
All right.
How many sacks will the
Okay.
Browns' offensive line allow in 2023?
How many did they allow last year?
That's a great question.
Can you give me
should
the
know.
last 2 years? I mean, it's really about health, right? Can they stay healthy? That's been their biggest problem. They've been an injury-prone offensive line.
Browns allowed 44 sacks last season.
They allowed 44.
Wait a minute, no. Wait a minute. They allowed 44.
44. They're giving up more than 9 sacks. I
They
bet the
allowed
best team in the league
49
give up more
in
than 9 sacks.
2021.
He said, nah.
2021?
44 in 2022
Yeah.
and 49 in 2021.
They give up more in 2021? What about in 2020? You have that?
Do I have that? Of course
Got to
I
be
have
less.
that. In 2020, they're very low on the list. They
Yeah.
only allowed 26 sacks.
Like 26.
You know what? You got somebody that's back there that can elude a lot of them.
Now, as mobile and elusive as Deshaun Watson is, he has been one of the more highly sacked guys in his career, partly because Houston's offensive line is horrendous.
Right, but also because he holds
but
on
also
to the ball for
because
a long time.
he holds onto the ball,
Yeah.
and that's some of the beauty of what Deshaun Watson does, but it also leads to some sacks. 34 for Bull, 20 total for G,
No.
and Tyvis.
No.
29.
You're right around. 20 for the 4 starters besides Jedrick Wills. 9 for Wills himself. 29. There you go.
29, and Tyvis, that's a 32?
He had 32, I had
32.
34, yeah.
Wills, come on, dog. Come on, fam.
Will's going to mess y'all up. He going to have the best season in history.
I hope he do.
Not in history. Not better than Joe.
Where
Thomas, but he going to have a
34
great year.
put them last year, Mike? Do you know?
So I'm going to say 1 as in the least amount of sacks. This doesn't number it, so I'm to
Least
count.
amount
So
allowed.
least amount allowed,
Yeah.
excuse me. So Tampa Bay only allowed 22 last season. They're
Yeah.
number 1. So 34, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, maybe 9.
That's about where I expect them to be.
Right.
That would be good. If they're 9th in sacks allowed, I'd take that.
I got them at 29.
Yeah.
And if they replace Wills halfway through the season, I think that number can stay.
You really off the ship on him, huh?
Hold him his ass.
Yeah, I know.
There's no way he could come out and just have an unbelievable season.
Man, Tyvis, the cardinal sin. The cardinal sin in football is if you don't we can forgive you having a missed assignment. We can forgive you, but if you get cooked, right?
And you just stand still and watch it.
And you trot behind the receiver, which your coach gives you, he go crazy about that.
Yeah.
He go crazy. If you give up a sack and you just stop and look at,
But this is his contract year.
He better.
So typically on contract years, you know what I'm saying?
They drafted 5 linemen. They got dudes, I'm just saying.
Why he not auditioning for the Browns? He's auditioning for 31 other teams.
There it is.
So
I like that pressure.
Obviously, he can't put that on tape no more.
But him and Perry Winfrey need to get a room together in camp. And they need to tell themselves, they trying to get us out of here. As a matter of fact, get Jordan Elliott in there and Schwartz. That is can't get
Tommy
right.
Togiai?
Tommy Togiai, I can sleep on the ground. You only got enough for the floor.
Whoa! As a former Buckeye, he already get dibs. He got top bunk dibs off drib.
Nah, well, listen, I think Perry Winfrey, he a gangster. I think he's gonna get a cot. He's gonna get a cot.
Everybody a gangster.
All right, we have one more. The chat, by the way, 17, 27, 24, 39, 38, 22, 15, 33, 20, 39, 32, 39, 10, 39, 39, 21, 39 is the popular answer here. Jeff Shardy says 14.
Jeff Shardy?
Love it.
He's a member. We love Jeff Shardy.
Love you, Jeffrey. Great answer.
Is that his real name or is that like a funny name?
Great answer, Jeffrey.
He's real, and he gives us $4.99 a month.
All right, good.
We appreciate
All right, last one.
Oh!
I lost my marker.
Don't do that, bro.
Anthony got to get the marker for Bull.
Aaron can come get it. Aaron, come grab my marker.
Yeah, Aaron. Baby Bull's here.
Hey, you got to do it like the tennis people, how they run across the net and be like,
Yeah,
give
that's true. You got to run back, run back.
That's blazing 4-4 Tyreek Hill. Okay, last one. Kevin Stefanski will call blank number of trick plays that for sure won't backfire in 2023. Take this however you want.
He's gonna have
7.
4.
5 for you. Aaron says 5.
And I said
4 of them took L's, 3 of them worked.
I had 7 total and they all work.
7 total and they all work. Okay.
No, they won't all work.
That Jacoby Brissett fake snap, fade in the back end zone off the bench move. He just got Stefanski's playbook, bro. Stefanski is, I'll give him credit, bro. I ain't never seen a tight end reverse. Like what?
If it would have worked, you would have loved it.
Like
if Amari Cooper would have dropped that dime on that pass, we'd be singing his praises.
Bro, the only person that's allowed to throw the ball and throws it on the money every time is Jarvis Landry.
No,
Jarvis,
it's actually Odell.
And Odell. Matter of fact, Odell and Jarvis Landry.
Odell be throwing down.
I'm like,
Jarvis throw down.
I'm like, he threw that on the run and he left-handed. I'm like, dang, that's crazy. But yeah, Stefanski, he does trick plays. I will say this, he's aggressive. By the way, you're gonna see him. Y'all gonna be upset this year. He's gonna be going for it all the time.
Yeah.
Oh, I love that. You know that.
The Eagles,
he already is aggressive.
The Eagles started something with that.
He
if you have a good quarterback, you should go for 4th down.
Or mobile quarterback that can run. Because even if, say, for instance, you got a statue back there and they fumble the snap, you're done.
I'm gonna be honest with you. If it's 4th and 1,
every time.
What the Eagles did last year, every team should go for it on 4th and 1.
Of course.
Because you can't really stop that.
You can't really stop that at all. Like, especially if you got a mobile quarterback and a nice running back.
Put Dewan in there somewhere.
Did they change the rule? I know they were talking about you could push the guy.
I thought they was thinking about changing.
They was thinking about it, but they said that they'd let it go.
Yeah.
Well, you better get these dudes in 4th and 3 then. 4th and inches. Push games.
That quarterback sneak is unbelievably undefeated.
Yeah. And put DeJuan Jones behind him and just have him like
That's
sumo Watson through the line.
No, you know what they should do?
Yeah.
They should, if DeJuan Jones have the ability to run, they should do what the 49ers do with Trent Williams. Put him in motion and let him be the lead blocker and just kill whoever is trying to set the edge.
Bro, listen.
It's really cheating and it's really a violent
late
game.
draft pick compared to Trent Williams. He's a project.
All he got to do is get in the way. See, if DeJuan Jones, think about it, 90% of the times if they out in nickel or something like that, that's a Sam linebacker or a nickel. All he got to do is run at him and make him pick somewhere.
We did see on the basketball court that he's a good athlete, even though he's like 400 pounds.